gentlemen, to my left-hand side, Paper Thin and Valdez.
All right, well, let's kick things off.
You're welcome for the compliment.
Number 3. I was just so taken aback. I mean, Jason's so handsome. Like, that's a really high compliment.
You were lost in his doe eyes, right?
I'll give you your money after the game. Don't
All
worry.
right, thank you. Yeah. All right, so we're starting the plane path over Impala. This is a very brutal plane path. We're going south. We're starting at Impala, which is already pretty well down there, and then we're going more south. This is not going to be easy for the teams that want to go north. There could be some congestion over the vehicles early on. So this is this one ought to be a little more interesting out the gate, I feel like.
Yeah, it's we saw a lot of plane paths that were kind of standard yesterday, but then they ended up having some pretty crazy circles. But as you did mention, this is a bit different of a flight path, and it will be very difficult to make it up to the top side. Vehicle's going to be quite valuable on this kind of a flight path. And yeah, it's interesting to go into the international teams once again here. I feel like the international teams overall played a little bit slower, a little bit more careful compared to the MENA teams yesterday. But you know what? It changes day by day. You know, there could have been a bit of nerves in the first day. Could have been just getting used to playing on the stage. And now everything changes up. It's day 2. We got new.
About 120 seconds on the first one. Now we're down to 60 seconds. So, uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Somebody got run over. ETG, you jinxed him, Jason. He's over here throwing his hands up. Entity Gaming, another team that we thought would be one of the favorites coming into this with a bit of a struggle early on.
Yeah, we only saw Neo go down there, so we didn't actually get to see that on our screen, how that happened, but he got ran over after getting knocked by an...
RRQ was making a late rotation, kind of keep our eyes on them. We're not super concerned about them right now. Yeah. Definitely more interested in what's going on. Whoa! That is a nice play by Futbolista.
Yeah, we didn't see the beginning of that, but the car got blown up, and there were 2 members in there from Elementrix, so an unfortunate situation for...
A little greedy there, and making them pay for it. You can see Eagle trying to make that SKS work. Of course, Miramar, sniper-friendly map, and Eagle, nothing really doing there. Gets a few shots at C9. Now we've got Chowski. He is looking at, this is the German team, No Rage, and they are coming across in a van, taking some damage. Those vans are kind of slow. They can take a bunch of damage, but this one's already smoking a bit.
Yeah, and you'll notice that No Rage is just going to hop out of the car right now, the van there, and say, okay, you guys have gotten us smoking. We're not willing to take the risk to stick around in that vehicle. But you'll notice that Red Cannons, they're really not scared to take as many shots as possible at any kind of vehicle that is coming their way.
Well, it's smart. This is a really wide open road. If you can set up along the side on the ridges like the Canids have, you have a lot of clear sight lines across teams. And in fact, ARW is rolling up on the backside of this potentially as well. Now, NR has switched out vehicles. They've got a healthy van available because that other one already a little bit on fire. And those things, once they blow up, everybody inside of them dies. So now it looks like they are going to be able to successfully move forward. Cannons make them pay a little bit, force them, 3 into 1 vehicle, which is not ideal.
Yeah, I was just looking at the map here. It's VIP against Football, as it looks like down on the bottom side. The 2 of them going head-to-head in the blue right now. And a couple of vehicles trying to make their way in from the south side of this Miramar map. They're about to butt heads here right on the road, it looks like.
Yeah, Yakuza's got to be careful. He's already taken a bit of damage. He's on that motorcycle, so if he takes any more, he's just able to get over that hill in time. He will go down very, very quick than
compared to our Group A teams.
And they seem to prefer edge play a little bit more. We saw the MENA teams really want to dive center circle early, so that kind of forces a lot of action as well because there's, locations that are in the middle of these circles that are just Futbolista. They are moving forward up along the eastern edge towards the junkyard, and there is No Rage getting a little bit of damage down in. And the Red Cannons, like I was talking,
really just about shooting at anything that moves right now for No Rage. And you got to be careful when you're going up against a team like that, as No Rage are going to be making their way in alongside Futbolist into this 3rd circle.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see No Rage be really aggressive. They need the points desperately. You want to play your game, but at the same time, when you're this far behind, you only have 2 more games to catch up. You got to get kills and you got to get placement points, and you're so far behind. 3 points. 3 points. That's not good.
Well, you set the benchmark as around 36 points if you did want to make it into day 3, into that final day. So it is possible that this team could pick up more than 30 points today. It's not going to be easy, but we have seen teams do it yesterday. So we are taking a look here now at Unique coming in at the top right side of this circle.
And there's Jonathan, a player that Jason really, really likes. Only had 1 kill yesterday, and he's the star for the ETG team. So we're looking to see him kind of get it going for Entity Gaming a bit. ARW tried to get into the compound that ETG is in. They were stopped short here between Crossfire from ETG and EDG. That's a lot to say. A lot of E's and G's in there.
Yeah.
And so they got, you see here, they had to go for the res. They have to stop up. Now they're in a tricky spot because they're out in the middle of a field. Yes, they have a compound, but once it moves away from them, it gets really, really tricky to move outside of there. You don't got much cover to work with. You got a bit of a hill.
Minimap here, so they want to shell down onto VIP, but they can't quite stand up and have free reign to do it just yet. So a little bit of an awkward position. Still going to be decent for them as they can kind of just hang out there for now.
Yeah, C9 and Box are in a firefight. Meanwhile, on the southwestern part of things, there you can see it right there. C9 taking a bunch of damage. Box is putting the hurt onto them. Evos as well getting into this from long range. So right now, C9 caught very much so. 2 of their members already knocked. Lewis here out of frag grenades, it looks like, so he is just trying to see if he can get some shots down. They have found a lip to work with, has C9, so let's see if they can get these revives going.
They're going to get a couple going here in Box. You'll notice that partially because of the way the map works, you don't want to just charge across this open area, especially with Zute still left available and looking and trying to guard there and provide that cover fire. As, ooh, okay, get your cameras out, guys. We got two views going on right now. The fight between Box and C9 as well as Evos and VIP.
There are smokes here for C9, so they've got some cover from Box for now. Just putting some sprays down, trying to keep Box boxed out, because right now C9 does have the circle advantage. Haha, thanks.
Yeah.
So C9, they're on the edge of the circle here, so they can keep Box on the edge. They're trying to just keep them pinned down with this fire. Pyrrha's just going to come up, spray over. Oh, but a nice timing by Guh is going to get one of them. Lewis heals up uneven, still trying to put some shots in. Guh does take a little bit more damage here, and up and over is Lewis. He's going to get some shots. The blue is here now. Lewis might not be able to heal in time. No, indeed, he does go down.
What an insanely close fight there, but you called it early on. C9 had the better positioning there inside the circle. They are going to massacre that entire squad and get a nice little position there at the southwest of the circle. Good for them, able to pick off the first squad here actually on Miramar.
Yeah, now VIP is in a similar situation, maybe even a little worse than what Box is in. Evos has a significant high ground advantage. They're in the circle, they're taking damage. They're trying to pump, block out, get some more damage. Here comes Evos. They're just going to flank around and try to finish this. Yes, indeed, they will do it. Down goes VIP.
Yeah, and I mean, they had a fantastic position there right above VIP. KZ does get knocked. I didn't quite see where that was from, but it looks like our Korean team is making a move now. We talked about this before as well. They had eyes on Evos the entire time. The Korean team, not necessarily known for being extremely aggressive, but very opportunistic. They're going to make their move when they can, and already a knock coming in.
Yeah, they've got the high ground. The problem is that C9 has an angle onto the side of this hill. So, yes, they can try to come over and put some hurt into Evos, but you can see Zute, the other member of C9, realize something similar. Now, that circle is going to funnel things in nicely for Bear with that AUG. He's going to get the first knock. And now there are 2 more members in the blue for Evos. They are going down very quickly. This may well be the end for Evos.
Look at the pot shots coming out here from Zute. Not a care in the world, just sitting out in the open on Miramar, just picking them off. And he's going to be feeling really good about that one, as now things are getting really dicey here in this little compound with the containers. You got to be careful when you do come in, and the smokes are coming out as well.
There are so many teams here. No Rage does go down in the background. Gosik has the warehouse, but that warehouse is quite exposed from the western angle. And you've also got a bunch of other teams popping in here. EGC has pushed forward now. They're going to try to outflank the other teams, just try to get ahead of them. But there's a lot of other teams up in these compounds. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Satan goes down right away. B-Side has to lay down for himself. He might be dead to rights too. And here comes RRQ from out of nowhere.
You got to be really careful making that aggressive of a move when there are this many teams left available on this phase. RRQ just sitting here picking up the money and the kills. 3 kills so far. As C9, they've seen a lot of action here. They're going head-to-head with Top Esports now.
Yeah, Top Esports needs to turn it around right now. They've just got to res off one other member down. Grenades up and over. RRQ is decimating some teams on the side of all of this. Top Esports is very, very beat up. And once again, Cloud9 has a pretty good position on them. Now, Top Esports is in the circle, so they might be okay for a bit. But let's see how aggressive Cloud9 wants to get. Beowulf trying to get up and over, seeing if he can get information on those other teams. But look at this. RRQ Athena, so good, so patient, so disciplined, waiting to strike, and now they have great position on the western edge.
Yeah, it really is about that position as well. They have that hill for cover towards the south side of the road, as you can see here. G9 just using that to get pot shots down onto Top Esports. They're not really caring too much about anyone to the left side. And now they're taking a bunch of damage here. C9 and as G9 going to take out a couple of them.
Yeah, some great shooting there from G9. Absolutely putting some nails into C9. They are 2 down now, and they are trying to find a way in. And, ooh, look at Queso's getting some crossfire from Beowulf. Beowulf trying to get some points. Ooh, over on the right, I believe that was Marco who put some shots in him. Beowulf doing a good job putting some pressure onto Queso, getting some decent shots in there. But Queso is going to try to get in this buggy and get out. That is super dangerous. I don't know if this is going to work. There is smoke there for them to use as cover. Beowulf is able to secure that kill onto Marco. So good job. The cannons are coming up behind this. Oh my gosh, is this actually going to work?
Elia, it's just like, I'm out of here, boys. See you later.
Well, he's got the tractor. He's got a prone down. The real question is does anyone have an angle on him? He's trying to put some shots into that to keep people off of him. He's going to be able to use that tractor tire. Nope, never mind. Unique's got him. Yasha's going to finish him off.
Kind of a hilarious state of affairs there for that player Ayala. Just doing what he could. Knew that it was just desperation time, and I don't think they got too many kills on top of that, so Team Queso got to be careful. RRQ, I feel like, you know, they just have a better understanding of the map, and they've been using their positions so well. No team has even come close to trying to challenge them at all with where they're sitting, and I can't see any of these teams that are on the map right now that can do anything to charge in there.
No, they were so patient, and I bet they were pretty surprised to find this part of the map unoccupied. They basically control a quarter of this map until this new circle came. Before that, they controlled so much because of this lip that rings all the way around the side of the road here, and they're just able to pop up and take shots at people and get back to safety very, very easily. And that is going to continue to benefit them for a little while longer. Circle is still on top of them, so you can see them. Senior's got that M24 there, just seeing if he can find any heads to pop. We saw him be very, very good, and there is a crate up in front of them. That one is not going to be easy to get. That's probably going to be a crate that's just going to turn into cover later game and benefit possibly RRQ Athena, depending on which way this circle goes.
Yeah, RRQ Athena is kind of just chilling for now. The real question is, which one of these other teams is going to be in a good position? ETG, they took the first casualty, but they've been good on top of that circle the entire time, getting pretty lucky with where those circles are going.
And once again, Top Esports goes out. A better placement for them, but not many kills. So this is going to be a really difficult final game for them. They are really going to need to put up a ton of points. Senior moving forward. G9's already got a bit of a position. Senior's taking a bit of damage, and he is going to get knocked by Goskilla. Nikola with some pretty good shooting up on the hill. He's got the other members with him. Kitsune there. They've got to be real careful behind that van. A good grenade could spell disaster for the 3 of them.
ETG just hanging out here in the little cabin in the desert, it looks like there, and they really have not moved much. They've just been happy to sit around. Take a look at all rejection coming in here. Nearly said something else as Clinton may have yesterday.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, now GoSkilla's in trouble. They got to cross the road, and they have no cover. They don't have any smokes. Ooh, ETG. Somebody's going to get knocked. It's Ernie. Here comes the grenade from D2E. It's not going to get anybody, it looks like. Ernie is right by Uber. Uber, is he going to go up and try to get the kill, or is he just trying to go for placement points here? I think he might be going for placements. I don't think Ernie saw him. Ernie wasn't able to look up and over in the truck. Now, RRQ is going to push through. Is Uber going to be the thorn in the side here for RRQ? No, he's just going to wait. He's not even interested in this. RRQ just absolutely demolishes ETG.
I love Uber's play. He's found the one spot on this map where he can stay hidden for the rest of it. He's going to let RRQ and Unique go head-to-head, and we'll see him at the end of this match.
I think this is actually going to work out for him pretty well. Ernie somehow didn't see him in there. Now Ernie's behind this rock. Ernie takes some damage, isn't able to get the spray. He's going to get knocked, so that's the first one down for RRQ. A good little push from Unique, but now they're on top of a hill. And this is D2E. Some grenades coming through from Unique. D2E's trying to cover the right-hand side. Senior on the left. Is that a frag there? If it is, it bounced a bit too far. Indeed, it did. That Molotov is keeping D2E stuck inside. Some sprays coming through, nothing really landing. So Unique, they don't really, doesn't look like they have any smoke, so this is almost impossible going downhill without anything in front of them. Now should be Uber's time to strike. He should right now be really thinking about getting up and trying to win this game.
He's going to be waiting until that last second, though. He is looking now. They have no idea that he's here.
He's got to take D2E. He had him dead to rights here, or Senior. I don't care which. He's got to shoot. He needs to take one of them out.
Yeah, I mean, even just that extra kill is going to be the extra point that could push them over the edge into the final day. So you don't only want to get that position. You want to also pick up a couple of kills if possible, but he's playing it as passively as humanly possible.
Yeah, so there were some smokes left for Unique. They didn't throw them out right away. They decided to wait. They lost a member because of it. Now Senior trying to get the angle. D2E as well is flanking. Uber, you gotta go, man. Oh, Rogue. Rogue with a nice out duel there onto D2E, so that's pretty nice for Unique. Now they got to worry about Senior. Senior is sneaking up beside them. Let's see if Yasha or Rogue can see him. He's got that M4 ready to go and is trying to box him in. I don't know. Did Uber just die to the circle? Uber, I don't know what's going on there.
Senior took them both out, and Uber, who knows what happened to him? He kind of just disappeared. That's
The year, and then be able to fight back just like this. It's phenomenal out of them. But you know what? It's time to get Sanhok under the way. Paper Thin and Valdez hit it with us one more time.
The final round before the grand finals for Group B. It's going to be our jungle map. Sanhok, plane path, once again, a bit brutal. I mean, on Sanhok, it doesn't matter as much, but we're pretty west. But Sanhok is pretty small, so
you can get anywhere you want
big
to
problems
get to.
there. And you can see the plane path coming there. Starting out pretty much dead center and then heading right over Camp Alpha. So a few teams, if you're going up to Paradise Camp Bravo, you got a way to go, but you know, with Sanhok, you could pretty much get just about anywhere you need to from just about any plane path.
Yeah, and that is what they are going to do. I'm taking a look at this map, and Kisker from Top East was hanging around, looting up as much as they possibly can. The only team to drop down here, as they're just taking it pretty slow. As well, we already got a bit of action here on the smaller map, as Loki has found the rest of GoSkilla.
Oh boy, he is in a lot of trouble. GoSkilla sending 2 members down to flank him. Aldik is looking to see if he can just Loki forced left. Now GoSkilla needs somebody on the right, but Loki able to successfully dodge that for now, but no, it is not enough. Aldik is able to get him with the AK. That is going to be the first knock and most likely the first kill of the match.
He was all by himself. That's we talk about this all the time. If you are going to go for that 1-3 split and take the risk, you are sometimes going to be punished for it, as the rest of Box nowhere near him, it looks like, on the map, as they are a bit far north. So going to be down there from behind, and now Gug gets knocked down as well by one of the members of C9. I believe that was Beowulf, is going to pick up the kill. So now that's 2 members of Box and they're already going to get chopped down. Not looking good for them here in this tournament.
Yeah, they were in the bottom half going into today, and they didn't have a great Miramar, so this could be the end of the day for them. We will see. Futbolist just looting up, not much going up there. In Hatin, they've got it all to themselves, so for now they can just loot up. They're still in the circle. They've got enough time. Going to be extremely difficult at this point. Too many teams have already rotated over to this northwest island. Uh-oh, Box might be in some serious, serious trouble now. They've got No Rage up on the coast waiting with open arms.
Yeah.
They want this kill.
I don't know what happened to Box, but it's just been dire straits for them since second one on Sandhawk, as they're getting caught out in the water now. A kill is going to go down over to Helios. I think there's only one member left of that entire team, so not the best round for them, and based on their placements from yesterday, 11th place, not the best start. As C9, the action never seems to end for this team.
Yeah, they're finding it. They're finding it today. The fights are coming to them, and they're doing a pretty good job getting the first knock on Agonzo, the hero for Ghost Skilla yesterday on Erangel. Here come the other members of C9. Love this. Get aggressive. Great flank here by Zute. He is going to get Nicola down. Here comes the return fire, though. That is going to be one knock here, as there is only one member of Ghost Skilla left.
And that's going to be it. The first team to go down here is not Box. It's actually Ghost Skilla, as C9 make quick work of the team. They found the angles. They had the hill. They get the first couple of knocks, and they get 4 kills. Lost them potentially this entire fight and the entire match here, potentially, as it's only Kisker behind this rock.
Oh, boy.
As Evos are quickly closing in.
Yeah, Evos, I don't think has any clue that he's here. Here comes some frag grenades from Unique now. Fresh off that revive onto Old Boy. They're going to try to defend the top of this hill. Again, this is the most valuable real estate inside of this circle right now. So everybody wants to gain control of this, give themselves those kills and those points that can come with maintaining your ability to really watch over all of the other teams from up here. So Old Boy is coming on up. He's trying to push through. Unique, I think they need to spread out a little bit. Evos has a pretty nice, solid defensive position, and we'll see if Kicksker can really maybe pick up a few kills for himself, but I think he's probably just going to try to wait this one out. I don't expect him to really expose himself. It's more about placement points. Getting those 20 or 14 for second or first is going to be really valuable.
For him, he's just trying not to make any noises right now. He doesn't want to give his position away. He's not going to move. And especially with Evo so close nearby, he is just going to sit down, you know, perhaps grab his phone, play some PUBG while he's waiting. That's something you guys can do. Yeah.
That's illegal. That's against tournament rules. You can't do that, Valdez.
I'm saying the player in the game, you know, that little... Oh, that was a really sick grenade. Right on top of Zute. They found him. Not sure why he was in there.
He hasn't moved since that battle with Ghost Skilla. He's still up here. Now he's going to pay the price for it. Spent too long up there. And then Waztu is going to finish him. And they are going to heal up Datowski. He was the front man for the Canids here, establishing this position. Now he's in the corner of that wall, trying to just play some defense against EGC. EGC, they don't have to go yet, but they've got Team Queso coming up on their heels. And this is kind of what happens in PUBG. If you kind of buy some time, you think you're safe down here, but then another team is just going to roll up behind you, especially on Sandhawk with all, you know, just about all the teams left.
Yeah, I got to be careful about that. And they just want to cruise on in to tomorrow. That's really all they're trying to do here, so not really looking for too much action. But as I say that, how about a just easily set up kill there as Beside is probably beside himself. Did not expect Team Queso to be right behind him.
Yeah, and this is where this too patient play, when you're just not aggressive enough, it starts to hurt you. It starts to kick you in the butt. Unique and Futbolist are in a fight. Unique is getting devastated up there. ETG and Evos were starting to dust it up too. And here you can see 2 members of Unique down. Tron down for Futbolist. So Futbolist got on top of that hill. And then they tried to rotate all the way around to Camp Alpha, thinking this would be a fairly safe rotation, but Football East was just a little bit ahead of them. They came out of Hatin and came right over here to the west coast. A nice rotation by them. The smokes are coming down from Old Boy, going to try to get these revives up, and it looks like they are indeed going to be able to get to Kitsune just in time.
Yeah, I only see Zessie over there for Football East, so going much better for Unique. The two teams finally truly butting heads there. And it does go the way of the team that was in a better spot here in the standings so far. Taking another look at ETG, Eternity Gaming, or rather Entity Gaming. They are once again set up in a pretty good spot in the center of the circle, just trying to defend, but it's not going to feel too good when you have RRQ standing right outside.
Yeah, once again, it's RRQ who's going to be fighting ETG, and they last time absolutely devastated them, not even really losing much in the process. And here we go. Here we go. Amon ready around that corner with that Uzi. See if he can get it through, but Ernie pretty well aware something's going on, trying to cook a grenade. Did that get inside? I cannot tell. Yes, it did! Ernie with a very nicely cooked grenade, and Amon not able to get out in time. He is going to go down for ETG.
He was all alone there in the house, and, well, if you're going up against grenades, you got to be ready to hop out of that house right away, but he was surrounded by RRQ, and you'll notice that Entity Gaming are not really trying to make any big plays to get in there and try to fight them off. They're just going to take the death and go along with that one. As now we're taking a look at, well, the scoreboard. The rest of Entity Gaming is getting chopped down as we speak. An easy game chicken in a fight here up against VIP.
All right, Trote is down and knocked. He is pretty well in trouble. Satan, or Satan, whatever you want to say, is coming around. There is the spray with the AK, is only able to get a little bit of damage with that peek. He's unable to get the return shot there. Now he's going to try to cook a grenade. They got to be aggressive. VIP needs to get ahead of this grenade, because if Satan can get this through, he just throws it in front of him. It's just too early. He's going to get caught and dusted by VIP. So that is another member down for EGC.
And, well, there's one player left for ETC that I can see. It's Bear, and he is taking a long swim underneath this bridge. He does not want to get involved with any of the killing for now. He's a pacifist, and he just wants to survive. Is all alone here. There's still 15 squads left available. So, once again, going to take a look at Team Queso, who have been very much playing an outside game so far, just hanging around the south side and still around there for now, just hanging around the dock.
Yeah, this is going to be quite fascinating if this can pay off for Queso. They've got the Canids up ahead of them on the coast of the Northwest Island. Bear is in not a terrible spot if no one finds him underneath that bridge. The circle is actually brutal right now. A bunch of teams are going to find themselves outside of this. It is, and you know, the good news here for Elementrix, they're dead middle and they've still got 4 members alive, but can they defend it? Because they've got RRQ up on the northeast, and so far today, no one has been able to stop the the unstoppable force that is RRQ, and there's Entity Gaming. They are going to be wiped out on the back end. A very, very disappointing finish. I don't think they accumulated enough points today to make it to the grand finals.
Doesn't feel like it. They came into today in 13th place, and they had a decent start here on Miramar, but not quite enough to push them along the midline there for their group. So now we're taking a look at Elementrix versus C9, and already Poopman getting that one knock onto Beowulf, going to be finished off by...
A lot of teams opting to kind of play the Sea Lions here, going out into the ocean and the rivers, trying to make that strategy work, as there is still quite a bit of water left inside of this circle. Now this is going to be a pivotal moment here for a bunch of these teams. Can you break through this wall?
That is the question. Evo's not in the best position. They have members on their left. They got members on their right. And they've got to make a move here soon to make it into the circle. Team Queso kind of hilariously swimming around, as are ARW, but Levinsky is going to pick up one for now, as Crazy Gory also hanging around here in the water. Looks like he is going to stay alive for now. Finally does get knocked. or rather he does first aid up, but the rest of his teammates down by the water. He's not going to get too much help from them.
Well, Lapis is still out in the water, so he's still alive for them. Evos is able to take on No Rage, wipe them out, so that is going to be the end of No Rage, and surely they are going to be out of this tournament. I can't imagine they have anywhere enough points to make it through to the grand finals. And here's RRQ, still up on the high ground. A res coming through for Evos. Will they be able to get into this circle? RRQ is just trying to box them out as much as they can. Unique here, trying to see if they can get through. Pyrrha, the last surviving member of Cloud9, wanting to eke out any more points that he can. There's still 12 teams alive, so you're only getting 1 point for the placement finish. That grenade bounces off the front, just impacts on the surface, so nothing doing in that one. Unique's got to get those grenades in there. That could be a pretty easy pickup if they're able to find that grenade.
Heikel here not in the best spot. He's just trying to keep quiet as all of Team Queso is running ahead of him. He is going to throw a nade out here without cooking it much. Kind of an interesting decision. We'll see if he catches Team Queso off guard, as it doesn't look like it. Lapis goes down. He was the last member of ARW to stay alive here for his team. Finally gets taken out in 12th place. So the Sea Lion strategy not working out for our Japanese team.
Yeah, all right, Axial has got the high ground position. It's got taken a bunch of blue damage. This circle starts to hurt. That is going to be Psy going down. A bunch of teams falling to this, including our Korean team, EGC falling. Bear desperately trying to get through, isn't able to do it. Circle goes to the northwest, and now Axial making a desperate run to try to get ahead of this circle, see if he can keep himself alive. He doesn't have too much further to go, so it looks like he is able to get in without being knocked. Pyrrha has gotten out of this building, bopped out of there by Unique, and he is laying prone. And look at this, continuing to just rain destruction down is G9 and RRQ. Box Gaming is going to go out in 9th place. Look at this, 6 kills already for RRQ. This is unreal. They are absolutely just destroying everything in these lobbies these last 2 days. Unreal. I can't even describe how well they're playing.
Well, it's kind of like a bulldozer, you know? They just roll on through and they just flatten everything in front of them, and that's exactly what's happening here, except it is PUBG Mobile, and no team can really stand up to them, and it's not even like they're playing passively. They're not playing overly aggressive, but anything that they run into, they are taking out, especially here on day number 2. Kisker, I don't know if he's moved.
He did move. He moved to the other side. He went from he went from the east side to the west side of this mountain. But RQ's going to see him. He's got to be super careful now. He's going to have to try to back out. He is going to get caught and down. That is going to be Top Esports in 7th place. I'm not sure if they as well gained enough points to find the grand finals. I don't think so, but now let's turn our attention over to Elementrix. Poopaman and the others. Oh, G9, you are doing such a good job. Poopaman taking some damage there. He's got to be careful. Queso's going to open the door. They might try to pop some shots, and he's going to be able to get around the wall, potentially get the heal. Mystic might go down to the circle, just able to run ahead of it. Are you kidding me?
He's going to just barely survive here. He's going to pick up that first aid. And, well, let's see if Ernie can do something here, just shooting down onto the members of Unique, as there are 4 members down there. One of them is going to get knocked. Make that 2 as RRQ. The bulldozing does not stop.
Yeah, it's Kitsune left for Unique there and Old Boy, and there is just so much fire raining down from RRQ. A veritable thunderstorm from this team as they are just trying to get everybody they can. So many players out in the open getting caught by them, but Elementrix did find this compound early on and has successfully defended it and are continuing to find a nice spot inside of the circle. Finally, RRQ is going to have to move, and you can't just jump down. It's too far. And look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. D2E's got to go around further to the side. Now they're going to be pretty skilled. And yeah, Senior tried it. He risked it. It's just a bit too far. I'm not sure if D2E is going to be able to get that heal off. No, he is going to go down to the zone as well. G9 and Ernie are going to be the last 2 to survive from the mountaintop.
And, well, Ernie is going to go down here as well as Elementrix once again showing up here on this map of Sandhawk. Going to take out another member in Ernie, but G9 going to strike back against Unique this time around. Old Boy going to be taken out.
14 kills. 14 kills for RRQ Athena. Once again, this is definitely a 100+ point 4-game series for them. They're averaging over 25 points a game. Monstrous performance from them, but this one's going to be a little more difficult to pick up that chicken dinner. Kitsune still out in the blue, is going to be able to heal up. He's just trying to out heal, seeing if he can gain another placement out of this. He knows he's not going to be able to do much else. He's going to pop outside here, but he is pretty much dead to rights. There's nobody behind that rock. He's just trying to pre-fire, seeing if he can get something lucky, but nope, he is going to go down to the circle, and Unique goes out in 4th place.
Yeah, down he will go right now. Elementrix in the best spot. It looks like it's 3 of their members, and then we got Maven, and we have G9. So, pretty interesting spot here. Elementrix in the best position to pick up that chicken. As 4 kills total here for the Red Canids. They'd love to pick up 2nd place. I think that would bring them into the 2nd part. And G9 is just going to get pummeled here by the rest of Elementrix. And that's exactly what Maven wanted to see.
I love that play from Elementrix. Just get up and over that wall. They knew exactly where G9 is. Finish him off. Maxon gets one. Can he get another? Can he do it? No, it is going to be Elementrix who takes the final game for Group B.
Nicely done, Maxon, actually able to pick up.
Let's get into our penultimate game of the day, our penultimate game of the group. It's going to be on Miramar, and of course, it's going to be brought to you by Paper Thin and Valdez.
All right, round 3, Miramar. The plane is up and over. Another not so generous plane path here today. We've been seeing some kind of dicey ones here, Valdez, where we're starting out very north this time and cruising over to Junkyard. So for Group B, they saw a southerly plane path. For Group A, it is going to be a northernly one, and right away the MEA Assassins getting out early. Looks like they might be thinking about El Pozo or something further south, depending on exactly what they feel comfortable with here. We'll find out in just a little bit as the other teams starting to parachute out. Of course, if you want to go to something like Los Leones, Chumacera, that kind of thing, going to be a little bit more difficult here. So we might see another, we saw an early splatter. Group B, maybe we'll see that here with a run over.
Yeah, the fun part about this Group A, the MENA teams, is that they overall are a bit more aggressive. They're not scared to get in there and take the fights early on. So I like watching this group, honestly, a little bit more than the other one, just because we get the action earlier and faster. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see who is going to bring us that action to start us off here, as all eyes for now from our lovely observers are on to 46 Loot as they're heading down south.
Well, I will say another part of the...
I was taking a look at their last member that they kind of left behind, but I think there was a 2nd vehicle, if I'm not mistaken, as the action already starting here. 46 Loot taking a member down already.
Oh boy, that's another one. That AK is so devastating. It is going to find at least 2 members of UI as the other 2. That Murado is very, very on fire. So they have to get out. There's only one left now. Another one down. Is this going to be UI out very early? Boo is so weak. Master is trying to come up and over. Can Boo keep himself safe? He does get found, and UI goes down early to 46.
Oh, what a devastating start here for UI. I mean, that's not what they wanted to do. So many other teams were able to hop right into a vehicle and get on their merry way, but when you land right next to 46 Loot, you best believe.
Data, so 6N, let's see if they're going to try to go for Moha here. Moha's going to throw a grenade up and over, but Oped was out, and now he's got that Molotov rocking, and Dami and the other members of 6N are looking to see if they can add to their impressive kill scores.
Yeah, notice how they're just waiting on this one. It looks like they have correctly identified that there really isn't much help just yet from the side of VT, but we do have Graves slowly making his way in. Let's see exactly how aggressive they do want to get. Moha trying to make his way out, but he is going to be knocked down and nearly taken out here. But actually, Oped from behind Grave is able to get here on time and help out in the kill.
Yeah, a good attempt here by Grave. He is going to be able to buy Moha a little bit of survival time. A smoke is coming through. The problem with that is that maybe if 6N tries to flank around the sides, they might be able to catch Grave here. You can see Lord is drinking an energy drink. He should be pretty well aware that this res is going to be attempted by them. And there's that grenade that is going to do a bunch of damage. Molten rolls up here on a truck. He's trying to come in to help this out, but that's a really nice grenade there that is going to find a member of Vendetta and finish off another.
Oh boy, what a disaster here for VT. He just rolls on up in the car and falls out of the car and dies. And the rest of them get grenaded, and Moha's like, or not Moha, Karam is like, I'm out of here, guys. Sorry, like, I don't want to be part of this disaster. Get me into the circle, as that was not a good look for Vendetta.
No, it was a good attempt, but it's too late. They've got to be a little more aggressive on those rotations if they want to back up their teammate. If they decide they're going to take the fight, they've just got to commit to it and go for it. And they're one of those teams that needs those points. They were in 10th place, and now it's looking not so good to start out here on day 2.
Taking a look at Marley up against Limbo here. And both of these players taking it very slowly. Some shots going to be fired, giving away his position. Just kind of going for the Hail Mary shot there, but now Limbo knows exactly where he should be. Can potentially line this one up.
One thing to take notice of in this fight is the armor advantage that Marley has. He has a level 2 helmet, level 2 vest, where we only have a level 2 vest and a level 1 helmet from Limbo. See if that comes into play. Marley's also got a grenade, and he is going to cook that. Let's see if it is good. It does get some damage onto Limbo, but it's only about half health there, so now it's even more a little troublesome for Limbo here. He's going to try to bandage up. I don't think Marley has any more frags. It looks like he's just trying to wait this one out, and he's going to give Limbo a little bit of time. Neither player wanting to kind of push through this. Doesn't look like they have much backup yet, but here is AZ on the way, seeing if he can give his Yala. Oh, and another member of Yala. They're all rolling in. Limbo knows he's got to get out now. He's trying to get in that buggy, and he is just hoping beyond hope that he can get over the hill without taking too much damage, and I think he's going to be able to get away.
That's what I like about these MENA teams. They're not scared to get in, and then, well, when the time is right, they're going to get out as Limbo. A nice try to set that one up. Takes a bit of damage on the backside. Not sure how that one landed, but did a good job. And
a little bit interesting here is if the Middle East Assassins can control this entire compound. It is large, covers a lot of space. There's a couple different angles, especially from the south, that are kind of easy to bust into there. So a lot of times you'll see teams just kind of retreat to the north in the power grid, and oh boy, another vehicle accident. We need to get some driver's licenses handed out to our players. They have not qualified for them yet, apparently, and oh no, and 46 has found the side of this accident, getting some damage into Kevin. There is Master, and look at this. Who is that coming up over there? The green team, MBZ, is also just passing by. Yala might get sandwiched here between a couple teams. If MBZ wants to stop and fight, it doesn't look like they do, though.
MBZ were just passing by. Not necessarily the good Samaritans here, just stay.
Region, and the first 2 games were not very good for them. This could be a really good grenade from Naya. Ooh, it's just going to bounce up. Not quite far enough.
Yeah, it can be rough to get that perfect bounce, and, well, you don't exactly want to jump up and reveal yourself into 4 members either. So you got to be careful about how you do throw these grenades. Boss going to take his own chance at throwing one up there.
Ooh, that one could be good. It bounces just up and over. Close. Oh, that one was really close.
To finish up here.
Well, this is an interesting circle. It did shift east, so we've got this mountain ridge. We got the Paddle Mountain and all this. Whoa, somebody's trying to drive through. He's just going to get torn out of that vehicle by GG. And look at this. Azab even has a shotgun in his hand. Now, FP, was that a grenade there onto Vitamin? No, just a smoke, it looks like. So he is going to be okay. There are the MEA Assassins looking over towards SNT. SNT having an okay day on the benefit of a passive chicken dinner on Vikendi. So let's see if they can take a fight and win it against a more aggressive, I would say, team here. Maybe a better fighting team, but that could just be because Syed was a one-man wrecking crew yesterday.
Yeah, I would have to give the favor over to ME Assassins for now. But, you know, we haven't seen too much from S&T, as you were mentioning. They are a bit more of a passive team, so maybe they can come out here and surprise us. This is the highlight firefight for now, as all the grenades being thrown out. Let's see who is going to get that first frag.
All right, MEA has Bam on the backside for them, trying to provide cover. He needs to hold that left-hand flank on your screen where you can see Sultan and Waleed. He needs to keep them off of that. That is the key point here for the MEA Assassins right now. And you can see Kuwait is getting a bunch of trouble. 46 has pushed down on top of them, using the circle to keep them pinned down, and I think they might have just finished them off there. That was really tough for KWT and a team that, yes, indeed, they are gone, that we were hoping might show some good performances here today, but it has not. Back over to this currently a stalemate between MEA and SNT. Zagurt up there, you got Waleed on the right-hand flank, and again, Bam in the back for MEA, doing a good job really keeping SNT from being able to come around and get that flank that they oh so desperately want.
Hey, just keep a mild high ground there and see if you can chop down anyone, as both of those teams going to be scratching their heads now with the circle moving pretty far away from them here, a little bit east of center. And so if they are going to go for a firefight, it has to happen sometime soon. There's not much time as MEA are pushing up the hill.
Yeah, they got to make this work right now. How good is SNT's defense versus MEA? Now, SNT has backed themselves into a bit of a corner, and they are going to send Zagurt out ahead to try to get some scouting, see if there's a clear path for them to get out of this kind of bad situation. As MEA, I'm not sure if MEA has many grenades or anything left. There is a Molotov that comes up and over. I think that's just going to be a smoke there, potentially, for SNT. They're just trying to find a way out. MEA is opting to just bypass this fight. They're going to get in vehicles, so that might be bait. Trying to see if they can get a member of SNT to come up and over that hill, maybe steal a cheeky kill.
It did look like that's what he wanted to go for, and in fact, Sultan is going to take a quick peek. A bunch of shots fired already. As Kaito also on the move here, they decide, hey, we're not going to get stuck. The circle is moving. We got to get on our way.
All right, over to GG. Never mind. Here we go. 46 does have one down. A battle with Nemesis. Nemesis really desperately needing to win this fight, but they have one member down. Fragger is very, very hurt. He's supposed to be their top player. He is going to back off just a little bit, able to get behind that Bronco, and it looks like 46 Gaming does go down. Great play there by Nemesis. Some huge points for them.
That is pretty massive. Nemesis need all the points they can get in 11th place from yesterday, and they take out a big team ahead of them in the moment as well. So they're going to be the top team taken out here. 6N still alive, as we do see here on the left here for our current standings, as good game also going to be taken down here.
All right, Yala wants to get some kills. They're going to finish off SNP. A nice job there by AZ. That is some huge, huge points for them. They were one of the bubble teams, and that is going to be a couple more kills their way, continuing their march towards the grand finals. Now it could be them going up against MBZ. Never mind, there's somebody else dead now. A couple members of MBZ up on top of the hill. You got Masha Kill up there, along with Hunter, the two surviving members, and Yala looking to get aggressive and see if they can get a few more points.
Well, this the side of the hill is quite scary for a lot of these teams, not because they're scared of heights, but how are you going to make your way into the circle? You've got to go up here into a couple of teams potentially, as we're taking a look now at Yala versus MBZ. Peeking over, and well, that's a nice little circle for everybody who's on top of this mountain.
Wow, everybody up on the mountain doesn't have to move. It's all these teams on the northwest are going to have to duke it out, and maybe one or two will come through. But look at this. They've all found mini canyons for themselves to work with. SNT has two members left. MEA, they've got a couple. You got, oh, there's a couple members knocked there, 4v8. So they're trying to get some reses off. They do have just a bit of time, only about 20 more seconds, but Marley gets taken down by the Arab Madness team from distance. And they are trying to get on the backside of this hill. Let's see if we can get something going.
V8, as you can see, not in the best position here, trying to use those smokes to their advantage. It looks like only a couple of guys left available, and Guns going to be taken out immediately by one of the members here of Arab Madness.
Yeah, Arab Madness has a decent little position for themselves. They're the closest to this next circle that isn't already in it, so they can try and keep these teams that are wanting to rotate on the western side of this out. Look at this, Zero is really trying. Good underhand throw right on top of Hunter, but I think it's the fire is just missing him. I almost looked like Hunter was laughing a little bit there with his drink animation, but that is just shy. I thought that was going to be right on top of him, but just a bit too far. Quiet from Arab Madness. I think Aziz falls somehow. I think he got out of his vehicle too soon there. He's going to get himself knocked. And Wyatt's just trying to put some shots into that vehicle, make sure no one else is able to use it potentially. Yala should be looking over towards Arab Madness. Absolutely, he's got to be careful though. 3 members of them, if they decide to turn and put some fire into them, it could be trouble. But this smoke wall, very nice here for Arab Madness, doing a good job building a bridge so they can get behind the mountain.
That was pretty much the only way. These teams that were not on the mountain were going to make it in, and Arab Madness putting on a little show here. You would not like to make it this far and then get eliminated in 8th place. So props to them. We'll see how they can scale this mountain from the side. As even Kevin from the right side here looking to take some shots is going to be able to knock Quiet from the right.
The Molotov is just outside of the range of Quiet there, so for now, Quiet is okay. We'll see if Arab Madness can get to him. Kevin, the other members of Yala, he's just by himself out there. The other 2 are kind of more in the southern part of the circle, still kind of duking it out with MBZ. Here you have 6N. You got Limbo stuck in limbo up in the middle of the mountain there, trying to see if he can fend off some of his opponents. And yeah, there you go. We've got MBZ just hanging out. Hunter's just waiting. He doesn't want to move. He's got a safe spot for now.
I love his position. Let's see if he can get lucky on this one because there's not much room for him if he wants to make a move. Oh, he's in the next circle.
Wow. That is fantastic news if you're an MBZ fan. Hunter, very, very happy with that. There could be some teams that kind of come along the ridge from the east that might have some angles on him, so he's got to be a little bit careful. But for now, safe and sound. Yala, he's got to get Kevin back now. He's outside of the circle. Can he cross up and over in front of the Arab Madness team? Get to that spot. It's going to be very, very difficult. I didn't quite catch if he had any smokes there or not. Ooh, nice shooting there by Kevin. Is going to get the knock onto Molotov. He's going to start first aiding here. The circle is going to be closing very, very shortly. That is an excellent play by him to buy him some time. Smoke is down, coming around over to 6ND. They are looking, seeing nothing. We're over at Divine. Divine, oh, they've got 4 kills for themselves. So, okay, Divine has put themselves on the board outside of placement points, Valdez.
There's so many straggler teams that are somehow still in this game. I mean, we have the one member of Nemesis here. Salman is going to pick up a couple of kills, actually, onto 6N from behind. He is going to eliminate them and pick up 2 more kills for his team. He is being an ace right now for that team. Not sure if he can make his way up the hill, though. That's the real question. Looks like he just got eliminated, so no more Nemesis.
Oh, Kevin just missing the sprays onto Arab Madness, but he does have the high ground to kind of block the view for himself. Maybe we can get the res going for Yala. They might want to throw some smoke if Divine decides to come up and over that hill. Never mind, there's enough rock there that he doesn't have to worry about it. Forget it. He's okay, and there's Hunter. We're just checking in on him, seeing if he's doing all right. Anything, you need a pillow, you need a blanket, you doing okay there? I think he's all right.
Just taking a quick nap, you know. He wants to prepare himself for Sandhawk. He doesn't necessarily have to do anything in this map. Can just chill out, try to get a high placement, maybe pick up a couple of kills along the way. But that's going to be about it for him. Really, all eyes are on Divine Vendetta, Arab Madness, as well as Yala here. Kevin, the big thorn in the side of Arab Madness, but now it's not even about Yala. It's about Arab Madness versus Divine Vendetta, potentially, as they have the high ground here.
Yeah, you can see Majid playing the scout for Divine, seeing where the teams are that are on the other side of this plateau, and he's just looking over, trying to get some scopes in on with that that micro Uzi. Here you can see Yala, they're moving in now as well. The circle's closing on them, so they've got to kind of readjust their position. The circle shifted hard north on top of kind of Divine and Arab Madness, and now it's going to be up to Yala to be the aggressors. And look at this. This is such a sneaky play by Kevin. If Arab Madness doesn't know it's coming. Okay, it looked like Molotov spotted him. He is spotted out. Can he out-duel him? Yes, he does get 7 MD. Kevin is now in the line of fire of the other 3 members. He goes down. Majid trying to take advantage of this. He's coming through that micro Uzi. No, you got to turn to fire. He's going to get Arab Madness down. Nice timing, nice push by Majid.
That was pretty massive, and even though Kevin, it looked a little bit silly, his sacrifice might not be in vain. Although there are 4 members left here for Divine Vendetta, this might be the massive win that they absolutely needed after getting only 2 points from yesterday.
Think about it. Worst to first is very much in play. Hunter is just trying to find somewhere to survive. He's not going to be able to get back up that hill. He's just going to find a spot. He's got 5 first aid kits, and he is going to start the healing game, seeing if he can outlast one of these other 2 teams.
Uh-oh.
And there it is. It hurts. It hurts so bad. Okay, he's fine. It's going to be all right. Yala's trying to get around the corner. Never mind, he wasn't able to do it in time. Should have been all right, but
4
that's
on
okay.
2.
Well, can they do it? Can Yala win this 4 on 2? It'll be pretty crazy if they do, Valdez.
Notice, they're slowly trying to move on in, and they only have that 1. And here comes Mao, going in aggressive, gonna take out 1. There's only 1 left available. That's gonna be the 2nd kill, and Divide.
If they, get a couple points here or there, they should be able to lock down that position or maybe overtake someone else because they're only, 3 points behind 4th place? It's such a strong cluster of teams right now in that contention for top 8.
Yeah, 4th to 8th is 3.
Gentlemen, it's time to kick off our final match of Group A. It's our final match of the day. It's going to be on Sandhog, brought to you by the 2 handsome gentlemen, Valdez and Paper Thin.
All right, the very final game here is going to be a straight down the center plane path. This is quite nice for these teams. It's not as brutal as that other plane path. Again, it doesn't matter as much on Sandhog because it's a little smaller, and I'm not a big fan of Sandhog, and let me tell you why, Valdez.
Ooh.
It's hot on this map, and I am not a person who deals with hot weather well.
Hey, I mean, you and I, we went over to Thailand last year, and we cast some PUBG Mobile there on the beach.
And it was hot.
I do remember that you were experiencing some sweating. I was okay. It was very humid, but
Yes.
it was a lot of fun, for sure.
Once it got to be night, it wasn't so bad, but there was
the
like
pool
yeah,
as
the
well.
pool, and we had that cool hotel set up where the players were playing on the balconies and stuff. Quite a unique event.
Yeah,
And
that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. That was something I'll always remember. This circle is definitely not going to be on the Northwestern Island, though. This one's going down dead center. See exactly where this one's going to meander itself to. I tried to say meander and wander at the same time. God, I made a new word, meander.
Well, we already have some action here. Sultan taking a bunch of damage already.
Yeah, so this is the fight over.
Wow.
Oh
Good
my
shot.
gosh, this is SNT versus SNP. Maybe we could, this is over in Camp Bravo, by the way. This isn't even boot camp that 2 teams are fighting over, so maybe we can go with P&T versus each other here, as it's very hard to keep the two of them separated in a way with SN at the beginning of both of them. And we already had 1 knock. Citizen will find himself being revived behind the box. Should be A-okay, it looks like. Doesn't look like anybody has an angle on him right now. And there's Zagurt, that QBZ, just looking, seeing if he can
To run away for now, but Sultan gonna get some cover here.
Yeah, could be a wise move. If you're the first one to get out, you are the one who is able to set up the blockade, as the circle most likely will shift away from this location. So I think this is, if you've got good enough loot, if you feel comfortable enough with your situation, absolutely you can move on out. And we'll see exactly.
3 bad matches, so not really going to have much of an opportunity. They basically need to get the chicken dinner in order to have any chance to make it into that final day. But they're going up against 6N and already taking a casualty.
Yeah, one hell of opponent to be going up against our top fragging team going into the day. And, Kamikaze might find the angle. He gets a bunch of damage there. Isn't able to get the knock, though, so now he might think about pushing out. Smart move here, getting down in the grass, trying to stay hidden, going over there towards Dai. Lord is trying to keep the angle clear here. I don't think they've seen Kamikaze yet. Dai is trying to look around the corner. You got to be real careful of your Kamikaze. The more movement you make, the more likely you are to be seen. So now he's just flanked out, seeing if he can find Dai. Dai didn't seem to have a first aid kit to use there, so for now, he might get caught out if another member of KWT can find the angle.
Some more shots going down here, but it looks like just some sprays to try to get some damage done here. Die all the way into that camp, trying to do what he can. But Kamikaze, as you mentioned, really is just this forward position for scouting that is fantastic. And he can pop out at any time.
Oh, this might be that time. He's going to get a bunch of damage into Dai. Gonna get the knock. Can he find another? He is taking some damage now. His location is revealed, but he is going to get found out. The members of 6N only fooled once. Oh, what a shot from Boss! What a headshot there. Incredible work by him. My goodness.
Well, he did not want to go down without a fight here at this tournament, but as I say that, he is going to be taken down. Kind of unfortunate for him, but a good shot nonetheless from Bob.
Started to push across that road, and 6N was very ready for it. They're going to finish him off and make him pay the price. Surely Kamikaze will be the next victim. Outlaw trying to cook a grenade, seeing if he can make 6N pay for this. That grenade just goes in and helps take out his teammate, so he wasn't able to find a member of 6N, and at this point, KWT's day is all but done.
Pretty much. It's up to Outlaw to just stay alive.
He only sees one member. He knows there are 3 others waiting and lingering. And you can see Thanos crawling through there looking to see if Masha Kill will reveal. And he does see Masha Kill there. Thanos will find him and finish him. Masha is down. That is one member for the Falcons gone.
Yeah, and the NBC Falcons really living up to what they said here. Oh boy, Outlaw all alone. As yeah, he's just gonna run away, try to get a good angle here. And Outlaw is going to lose that firefight as the Flame of Kuwait is going to be doused here as they do go down as our first team on Senha.
And that should be the end of the day for KWT. A good attempt from them, and indeed, yes, 16th place will be their fifth.
Let's see where we do end up heading towards, as boot camp would be a fun one, and it is going to head up towards that area. A lot of teams got to move here as Yala's on the run.
Yala in a fight with UI. They're going to get one and down as well. So they're taking a little bit of damage. Kevin has to back off, trying to see if he can get another angle over there onto Khalid or another member of UI. Zero seeing if he can get some more shots into Sammy, but Sammy looks okay behind that rock for now. It doesn't quite seem to have enough of an angle to get some shots in there. I wouldn't be surprised to just maybe see him try. Sometimes you'll see this where teams, you know, if you have maybe an angle you're not sure, just go for it anyway. Instead, he's going to opt for the grenade up and over. See if he can flush Sammy out. A little bit of damage caught onto that, so Sammy is going. He was up there on the side. I didn't even see Marley. Great positioning.
He was away.
Team is up on the north.
Southeast.
Or southeast, excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Southeast. My dyslexia is kicking in. and not many teams over by boot camp because, well, why would you be over there? And oh boy, this is going to get real nasty real fast.
Oh boy, nice little angle here. As Quiet with that M4 is going to lay down the fire, gets that first knock. Will they go aggressive, though, is the question. Up onto the high ground could be extremely dangerous. It looks like they'll just be happy with the knock and go from there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them try and get a grenade up. If you can find a safe angle to throw it from, you can probably get it up there. It's going to be really close. It is pretty far. It's hard to throw grenades uphill, of course. Doing some basic trigonometry, you know, you're cutting off the distance that grenade can travel. You can see there, that one not even close to far enough. You're going to have to move up a little bit to the base of that hill to get it up there, and they're not feeling it right now. That one didn't even get halfway there, it looked like.
It's
almost.
only like 2 or 3.
As V8 is doing around their backside. Now V8 might get caught in transition trying to do this. You can see them trying to drive through, but here is GG. Oh, he gets turned on. What a turn there. That is going to be Aziz getting Zako, but Menshar is going to make him pay for it. Here come the other members of GG. It's going to be Azab taking down Tiger. Steel trades with Azab as well. So 1 for 1, these teams really dirtying each other up.
Thief just on the run. He says, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I just want to run away. And, you know, we talked about all these teams. They're really beginning to butt heads here as Arab Madness are running after V8, but they also have Majid behind them. He's the only one available here from Divine Vendetta, and they really need to have a good match here. As we talked about earlier, they're right on the cusp, and they cannot afford to go out in 15th place.
No, they really, really can't in case one of those other teams comes up with a big game for themselves. There's some more damage being done by Arab Madness, doing a good job. And Divine, in the back end of everything, lost 3 members. So it's going to be up to Majid to be the hero, and he is not interested in doing that quite yet. It is not his time. Time to move on and try to get some more placement points, see if he can get a 10th or higher at least, get a few extra points, and there he does not get out.
The grenade was questionable. I feel like it gave a little bit of his position away, and also sprinting when there were so many people around him, but didn't have much choice as the circle was moving in, and that might be the nail in the coffin for Divine Vendetta, unfortunately, as now everybody's having to move. The circle moved all the way northwest, but then immediately cut back east, as now Nemesis and Arab Madness are butting heads.
Yeah, Arab Madness has to push through either down onto Nemesis or swing right into SNP's compound, and neither is a great option. You want to try to you gotta pick one, or just try to pick up some kills in a battle with Yala, who's coming up on your backside. Yala trying to come down the hill is going to jump and go down. Yala will be out in 14th place, but the story for today for Yala was Miramar. They did really well, most likely have propelled themselves into those grand finals.
They should be able to. They picked up a massive amount of points. I think it was 22 from that first round. So definitely should have enough to make it into the next day. As now we're going to have to look at the teams that are left over here. MBZ, the most passive team that we have here on this map, slowly making their way in towards the northeast. They made a big rotation all the way around, trying to find where the least amount of teams are. And it looks like they've been pretty successful in that venture.
Well, this is passive versus passive, and 46 is going to take advantage of these teams' indecisiveness. Warrior is taking a bit of blue. Whoa, 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 you got to cut in there, bro. You're taking a bunch. Okay, he is going to be able to get in successfully, but oh boy, it was not easy, and he's got Vendetta up on top of the hill to his west. Now 46 once again putting more damage into MBZ. Here comes a grenade up and over from Trump. See if he can get it on top of Scorpion. Medzel going to heal up. Should have just enough time to pull off that med kit. Script doesn't have any more health, so time to run and hope nobody shoots at you, which is not a good way to play PUBG Mobile.
Well, that's been the name of the game for him, and well, he did get shot down. Yep, that was everybody, I believe, from the side of MBZ. So they do go down there in 12th place. Unfortunately for them, they are not going to make the next day. As Medzel here from FP, feel the pain. As a team, they have 0 kills, so not making anyone feel the pain except perhaps themselves. As, yep, the circle closing on in. And Nemesis looking for that angle now.
Yeah, this is a team we should really focus in on here for a bit. They're on the bubble. They're the 9th place team. Only 5 points right now behind Divine. So if they can push through, get a few more kills, get a few more placement points, they could dispose Divine from that top spot. So V8 is going to be in the way, though. Tiger taking some shots. He is going to find a member. Steel gets taken down as well. Over to SMP versus MEA. MEA's up on top of the hill. Klabash shooting through the smoke, seeing if he can just get something lucky, but no, there's not. You're not gonna get the double ones today, there, buddy. Tiger, as well with V8, is way out in the circle, taking a bunch of damage.
It's gonna have to make a move now, as ME Assassins right in the middle of that circle can easily rotate up north. Let's see who's gonna get that one compound, as Tiger is gonna go down. We only got 8 teams left here on this small circle.
Should point out Nemesis did go down, and if my math is correct, they are just outside. So for now, Divine is good. It looks like they just got enough points with that win on Miramar to get through. Arab Madness is gonna go down as well. So will they have enough points? It looked like they might be okay. We'll find out relatively shortly once we get another look at our leaderboard, but let's tune back into MEA. They've got the southern edge of the circle, and they've got 3 or 4 teams who might be interested in trying to come through, SNP being one of them. Syed spraying some shots in. He's already got 1 kill for himself. Thanos has 3, so this has been a pretty good round for a couple of these players. And now, ooh, good spray here from Syed. Wow. Is going to get Citizen. Great peek around that corner with the barrel.
Well, you can see why we were hyping up that player. He knows what he's doing. He knows where to get that spray down. Check behind the tree, and he was exactly correct there. He's going to pick up another kill, 5 total. Actually, I guess he didn't pick up the kill just yet, but he got the knock. And still 5 kills total for MEA, who are finally heating up once again.
Ooh, SMT is coming up the hill, though. Kaito is very ready for that. He's going to find 1. That is going to back Klabash off. So now MEA continues to control the top of the hill. Very down there by SNT, trying to get themselves some more points. Klabai gonna peek around and get the knock for himself. Can he get another? A bunch of 6N is going to be eliminated now.
What a move there to just take a bunch of them out, as Thanos themselves are going to go down here too. MEA were looking good at the circle, but now they've had to regroup as SNT. Again, we haven't really seen much of them, but here they are once again towards the end of this match.
All right, this is a really nice round for MEA. Of course, 46, as you were mentioning, still going SNT. Here we go. This should be a fun finish. A lot of teams with 3 members left, so this could be a very, very fun fight. SNT has 4 for themselves. There is Syed. He has found an angle. Ooh, just one more shot. He isn't able to get Molten. Look at MEA, completely pinned behind this rock. Do they have any smokes to throw in front of them? Now, the good news is that building in front of them doesn't have any windows, so you can kind of come down that hill as long as some of these other teams don't look at you. But as you can see on your screen, Syed and a few others are taking a bunch of fire as they attempt it.
Yeah, Syed just trying to do a little bit of snake action and make his way down the hill. It's really his only hope there, as here comes Kaito, has to do it himself. You cannot go for that res. You have to make it in, but he's going to be sniped down.
All right, we should mention that Vendetta is the last team alive that is still not in the top 8. So they're the only ones who have any potential to leapfrog here. It's going to take somewhat of a miracle for them, as they are going to get that revive behind the house. They are not in the new circle as well. They're going to have to come around somehow, some way. Are there smokes available for them? Are they just going to be able to outduel a few of their opponents, or just let them beat each other up like right now? Sultan doing some work on the 46, but there are still 4 members strong for SNT. Molten's going to see if he can get a grenade in the door. Is that one going to be good? If that can get a couple members, it does some damage to Dobby, but it doesn't get any knocks.
Not quite yet. Just going to burn some of their meds here, as Vendetta definitely on the outside of this fight, but we'll see if 46 can once again come out ahead here. They like their chicken dinners, but 4 members of SNT may put a stop to that.
Well, SNT did have a chicken dinner for themselves on Vikendi, so these smaller maps seem to be more of their style. Let's see if they can get another one on Sandhawk. Naya looking for Zagurt, but nobody is really taking any big risks. They don't want to be the first ones to go out. They don't want to open the door for Vendetta to potentially leapfrog up into the standings. Moha trying to get through Zagurt, doing a good job covering that angle. No one's there, just pre-firing around the corner. Trump goes down. So that is only 1 member of 46 still standing. And here we go, Vendetta. It's going to be all up to Molten. Can he get this done? No kills for him so far. Wally doing a good job controlling this door. Comes out, is not going to allow Molten any room to run. Now Molten's going to go around the outside, but I think SNT can send someone over there. And no, they're not just yet.
And Vendetta, they only have 4 kills. They would really love to play second here and get those extra 4 points, but here comes Molten thinking about taking the fight, but he's going up against so many, and he will be taken out.
Yeah, and that will probably be the end of the day for Vendetta. Let's go over to Naya. Can he do any heroics? He gets one. Can he get another? No, it is going to be SNT taking the final game of the day.
A big one for SNT. They had a good day 1. All it really takes is 1 big one, and you can make your way in. And Divine Vendetta did only have 1 big map, and the other 3 were not so good. But they still make it in, and Vendetta themselves, not Divine Vendetta, did not make it in. So overall...